Today we have a Salman Khan who is single-handedly changed the whole motto of fitness in our country.
Yes.
You know, and look at him now, man. He's
Yeah.
close to 60. He looks so amazing. I'm blessed to be right next to Mannat, next to Shah Rukh sir's house. So I think that was one of the biggest reasons where I said, you know what, screw that. Let's hope that someday he passes by and just stops for a cup of
Yeah.
coffee. For me, to maintain my physique is one of the hardest things because I think my dad and me are big foodies. Like my dad can eat. When I got my first installment for Ishq Vishk also, I took it straight to my parents and I said, this is for you guys. This is for you.
Hello everyone, this is Ocean Fernandez from midday.com, and joining us today in conversation is the incredible actor Jibraan Khan. Hi Jibraan.
Hi Ocean.
Hi,
Love
how are
your
you?
name.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
So we are in your cafe,
Yes.
the Grounded Cafe. Surprising to know that you're already an entrepreneur,
Yes.
even before you ventured into acting. So tell us about this venture, what are these dual roles that you're playing right now?
Okay, firstly, hi Ocean. Thank you Midday for having me. Yes, so this is something which was always a passion project. I think in the lockdown, it just, I had this. Actually, since I was a kid, I always wanted to do something in the food business. It was just I would say it was a subconscious thought more than a conscious thing. And I feel Ishq Vishk ke right pehle, I think the year before Ishq Vishk, I saw this property with my partner Yuvika. And that time we didn't know what we are going to do, but this was the first place we saw. And it was just like out of nowhere. We just thought we'd do some desserts and coffee. And because I really love coffee, like you can see, I'm
Yes.
always like sipping on coffee. And we saw this place and I was like, listen, let's just take the place, then we'll decide what to do with it. And I had no idea what I'm going to do. Like right now, what you're seeing, it was minus of what it was. Like it was just a barren land here. There was nothing made. And we started from scratch. I think the first 4 months we just paid rent. We didn't know what we are doing here. And then slowly, the ideas just kept flowing. And this place has actually been a blessing in disguise. I have no idea how the F&B business works. I am legit keeping things in the cafe which I eat on daily basis. Like you can see my grilled chicken, veggies, an avocado toast with
Yes.
cream cheese. So it's just been something which happened and it's worked, touch wood. And more than that, because we are related to films,
Yes.
I'm blessed to be right next to Mannat, next to Shah Rukh sir's house. So I think that was one of the biggest reasons where I said, you know what, screw that. Let's hope that someday he passes by and just stops for a cup of
Yeah.
coffee. So I think that was my main ideology, leave the entrepreneur. That was the main thing. But no, coming back to the seriousness of it, I love this. I am here for the long haul when it comes to being an entrepreneur. I'm looking for places to expand.
Why grounded?
And, so there were a lot of names, but I just feel grounded is something which it resonates with being humble. It resonates with a warm welcome. And also, you grind beans. So that's how we connected the coffee and the
Nice.
thing. And yeah, I just feel like that is our motto of our cafe, like just be grounded, entertain people, be as humble as you can, because when you go out in the hospitality world,
Yes.
you really need somebody who's nice to you, who's
Yes.
just sweet to you. So that way grounded.
And it's pet friendly.
Yeah, of course, that is the number one thing. We don't allow them in the AC section for obvious reasons because the hair can
Yeah.
fly around and it can get into your food. But outside, you can bring any animal. We are fine with it as long as they are on a leash. But yeah, of course, and I'm a pet lover. I'm a
Yeah.
rescuer. I have my own dog. So we come here and we spend our evenings here most of the time. Yeah.
So Jibraan, you've obviously grown up, with a famous dad. Everybody knows him. Everybody talks about him
Yes.
with you. But I want to know the scenes at home
Okay.
because, especially around food,
Yeah.
growing up, what was the culture for you, and how every family has a tradition. Somebody has a Sunday lunch or somebody has an outing where they go to. What was that like?
Okay, I am honestly very blessed because my father is a Muslim,
Yeah.
my mother is a Parsi. Now these are two big foodies in the world,
Yes.
who've come together. And I think the cultures are so amazing in my house when it comes to food because every day is a feast. I'm being
Yes.
very honest, Ocean. Like for me to maintain my physique is one of the hardest things because I think my dad and me are big foodies. Like my dad can eat. Like, mashallah, he can eat. Like, he's a foodie. And I think I've got that from him. For me also, if I don't eat a good meal, like, food is so important for me. Like, I actually plan my meals. Like,
Wow.
I think, okay, like, I've given a lot of business to these food apps, my own cafe. I love food, man. Like, I live to eat. I don't understand people who turn around and say, I don't know, I can't eat that. I'm like, guys, it's food, it's your fuel, you need it. So the cultures in my house, there's a biryani on Sundays most of the time because I love biryani. But yeah, there's also mutton dhansak or a chicken dhansak made.
Because Parsi
Parsis, and of course the Parsis are known for the eggs.
Yeah.
And I love my eggs, so there's an egg almost with everything, with whether it is chicken minced or it's with even potatoes. We just have it in everything. So I'm damn blessed when it comes to food. And I don't think so we have a specific day, man. Every day is a feast in my house. So I legit need to stick to food like this,
For the sake of fitness.
Yes, for the sake of fitness, because it is one of the major keys of being an actor, I feel. I think people who take this very lightly and make it like, array, you don't need to have a body if you're a good actor. I totally disagree with that, because it is an added advantage. It is a tool.
Yes.
It builds your confidence. It makes you feel better. I know this for a fact personally, because when I have my slump days, when I feel like, oh, I'm looking horrible, it does bother my confidence. It really does. So I think people who really put this down, they shouldn't do
Because
it.
you don't need to have six-pack abs to be an actor. Is that what you're
It's
saying?
not about having a six-pack. It's not about
Just being
that. You
healthy.
just need to be fit,
Yeah.
I mean, for example, if I know that my clothes are fitting well, I'm looking good.
Yes.
Half the battle is won, Ocean.
Yes.
Even on screen, however much people say that body nahi honi chahiye, that is what people like at the end of the day. They
Yeah.
get inspired. Today we have a Salman Khan who is single-handedly changed the whole motto of fitness in our country.
Yes.
And look at him now, man. He's
Yeah.
close to 60. He looks so amazing. I just met him a few days ago and I was like, there is something, man, and that is only and only because he's so fit. Even if he's not working, even if he's not, if he's shooting also,
Yeah.
he makes sure that half an hour, 1 hour is there in the day, where he's giving it his all.
I'm going to take you back to your college days.
Yes.
Did you have like an adda where you specifically went?
Bro, I've had the most boring college life.
Really?
Yeah, because I finished my 10th exams, my board exams, and right after that, 3 months into it, I got selected to become an instructor with Shah Rukh.
Yeah.
And it was one of my biggest dreams. Like, while growing up, I just wanted to be an instructor. So my journey began there, I feel, like, as whatever I am today as an individual, as a human, because I spent so much time there. So it was very hard for me to balance my college life and Shah Rukh, because I was taking classes in the evening. The only time I had to go to college was in the morning, or then there was show rehearsal, so I used to leave halfway. I had a really good college teacher, Miss Sharon ma'am, if you're listening. She really helped me, bro, with my internals and all of that. Like, I always got that little leverage because she knew I was a working student.
Yeah.
And I wasn't faffing around, I wasn't partying. My college was very boring because I was only working.
Since you were working,
Yeah.
what was your first paycheck?
What was my first paycheck? I think it was from one of Shah Rukh's shows and it was some 1200 bucks or something. Yeah.
And what did you do with it?
Give it to mama.
Really?
Yeah. Mom or dad. Yeah, both of them. I always do that. Even now, whenever when I got my first installment for Ishq Vishk also, I took it straight to my parents and I said, this is for you guys. This is for yours. I've always done this. Whenever, even when I got my first Grounded, something from Grounded, I went and gave it to them. Or I bought something for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Jibraan, now that you're in the movies, so...
Yes, finally. Yeah.
But because you've also grown up on sets, in your previous works and all of that, what is the major difference between the set culture back then versus now?
A lot of people have been asking me this, and it's a very interesting question because back in the day, the pace was very slow. There was time. People used to give time to scenes, they used to give time to actors. I'm not saying now it doesn't happen, but I just feel like first जहाँ पर films बनती थी 6 महीने में, 7 महीने में, 1 साल में, अब फिल्म्स बनती है 3 महीने में, 2 महीने में, back to back
Yeah.
shoots are done. Because that is happening, the pace is faster. You have limited time to shoot your scenes, so you have to be perfect. You just have to know your shit on set. Like you can't screw up your lines
Yeah.
because there is no. How do I say it?
Room for error?
There's no room for error because there's no time. And if your shot is not good, they will settle for what is decent.
Yeah.
So who's suffering? It's you who's suffering because your performance is going to look bad.
Yes.
Saying that, while shooting Ishq Vishk, there was one of the days where we were shooting at 3 in the night, and it was a very important scene. Have you watched the film? No. Okay, so there's a scene where Rohit and me meet outside the Defense Academy, and it's like at this back wall of a school, and it was so rushed. And it was an important scene, and that was the first time I felt like, oh my god, like
How serious
what
it
has
is.
happened to sets? Like, why is it so rushed? Why is it so fast? Why is it happening so fast? And that was the day I realized, But then after that day, I never took that like personally. I was like, this is how it works now. This is how it is. It's digitalized. Everything is fast, You can get your takes. It's not that a director is going to
Yeah.
stop you. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the process has become way faster. There are way more people on set. I am myself. I don't need to pretend. I have
Yeah.
fun. This is something I've always wanted to do.
Yes.
I love this. This is like my Disneyland. Like, I was telling a friend last night, I finally feel like I am belonged somewhere. This is a very big statement because wherever I've been in my life, I've always had that filter where I've felt that this is not where I'm supposed to be. And now that Ishq Vishk has come out, it's been 2 Fridays, I think. I feel belonged. I feel like this is where I was meant to be. It's too early in my life, but at least I have that sense of gratitude to myself. That Jibraan, I think this is where you're happy. This is what you want to do, and I think you're doing good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a quick rapid fire.
Yes, I love rapid fires. I love games.
And you have to be extremely rapid. No room to think.
Yeah, I'm good at
Okay. Since we are eating, so it's all about food. Pick one, sweet or savory.
Sweet.
3 things you eat to stay fit.
Grilled chicken, veggies, and fiber. No, that comes in veggies. I 2, grilled chicken and this.
Okay, a dish you think is overrated.
Dish, pizzas, very overrated. Sorry, my opinion. Don't hate me. Yeah.
A weird food combination you love.
Eggs with everything. Yeah.
The most exotic dish you've had.
Octopus.
Ooh, where?
Yeah. La Loca Maria. Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah.
One vegetable you hated as a kid but love it now.
Bindi. I love bindi now. I love bindi.
One
What
Mumbai
is
street
bindi called in English? Ladyfinger.
Ladyfinger. One Mumbai street food you love and where can we find it?
Mumbai street food.
Yes.
Thele ka Chinese. Anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. All are good.
One ingredient you dislike in your food.
A lot of salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rate your cooking out of 10.
6. Yeah, I'm not bad.
If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life.
Mutton biryani.
Oh.
Forever. Morning, lunch, dinner, everything. Yeah.
Awesome. And that's a wrap.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.